If those of you who are sitting with a support worker, I might ask the support workers to just sit with Susan and Paola. If you, support workers, could put your hands underneath Susan and Paola's hands. And keep watching the interpreter. Paula already has her hands on top of the interpreter. So what you have here is called a monologue position. Monologue means one person is talking and the other person is listening. So as at the moment, Susan is listening, Paola is listening, and Paula is listening, because you are receiving the information from your support workers. When I looked at some research done in USA and Sweden, they have another position that's called dialogue position. So Paola, you have one hand on Carl's that you're listening with, but underneath, you put your other hand underneath Carl's other hand. That means one person is talking and listening, or both people are talking and listening at the same time. So when I read about that in Europe and the United States, I thought, we all thought at Monash Uni, we don't have that in Australia, but we do. And I have some people on video actually doing that in a conversation with each other. So one person's saying yes, yes, tapping with their hand, saying yes, 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 I'm getting it, and the other person's still talking. In other words,
or signing no.
Signing no, signing other things on the other hand. And so it means people here in Australia are doing just what's happening overseas, and it's really exciting because people in Japan, people in the United States, people in Europe are contacting us here because we have something here in Melbourne and Australia that the other countries don't have. There are lots of deafblind people over the world, but they're not a big group in one place. But in Melbourne and Australia, because people come here, we have a big group of people all using tactile sign language with each other. So everybody is waiting for Australia to find out what you people do, how you change a visual language into a tactile language. It is still Australian Sign Language, but you are doing amazing things with the language. So we should all be really, really proud, and one day when I figure it out, we'll be able to train the interpreters much better than what we've been doing. So under the NDIS, you will be able to plan what your communication needs are, and interpreters will be trained. Hopefully at the same time. I think that's all I need to say.